Facts Verse presents Man riding jet ski risks his life for the thrill of it all. Help us spread the word about Facts Verse by clicking that like button. And also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. There is a natural phenomenon off the coast of Western Australia called a tidal race or a tidal rapid. The phenomenon occurs when a fast-moving tide moves through a constricted space, and when this happens it causes the tide to develop in breaking waves. What makes the tidal race so amazing is that it can produce waves up to 40 feet high. It also creates whirlpools that are about 800 meters across. What makes the tidal race even more dangerous is that it can create very strong currents, up to 35 kilometers per hour. It's a very rare wave that occurs only about twice a year. When the tidal race is expected, people flock to Western Australia from all over the world. Surfers and adrenaline junkies look forward to getting into the water during this tidal race, and they get right into the water. Many people head to the beaches just to watch the surfers. There are some people like Tobias Smith who want to take things a step further. This 26-year-old daredevil thought it'd be a great idea to take his jet ski into the water during the tidal race. Tobias put his jet ski on his trailer and hooked it up to his truck and headed to King Sound. This is a remote location and it's one of the best places to ride the tidal race. He decided to bring a few friends along so that they could record this crazy stunt. At the beginning of the video, Tobias can be heard saying, "We're about to drop this jet ski into the Derby Wharf and give it a good sound test with someone on the back." While he may have seemed ready and brave, he was actually terrified. In the video he says, "I'm a bit terrified, but I think it's all going to be okay." Before Tobias and his crew got into the water, they wanted to learn more about what to expect from the waves. Tobias didn't think it'd be a good idea to go in blindly, so they went around the area and asked the locals what they could expect. Not only did they speak to spectators who've seen the waves, they spoke to a few surfers who've actually experienced the waves personally. Tobias says that while he may be a daredevil and an adrenaline junkie, he's not crazy. He realized that he first needed to be prepared and know what to expect. Well, finally, the big moment came. As Tobias got into the water, everything seemed fine. It wasn't until he got out into the water that things started to get crazy. Behind Tobias, you can see white, foamy water. It appears the water is actually chasing him. This is what normally occurs during the tidal race. The faster the wave approaches, the faster Tobias rides. What he and his team don't know was that they weren't the only ones filming that day. The energy drink Red Bull, they sent a camera crew out to the Derby Wharf. The crew knew that there'd be people around that day attempting to ride the waves. What they never expected was to see a man on a jet ski in the water. It's because riding a jet ski during the tidal race is incredibly dangerous. If a surfer rides the waves and the waves win, their board is likely not going to hurt them. Since a jet ski can weigh up to 800 pounds, it can be incredibly dangerous if it comes down and lands on top of the rider. In most cases, the results would be deadly. Fortunately, Tobias rode the waves safely. He rode the waves and he tackled them. If you're thinking about riding the next tidal race yourself, you might want to think twice about it. These waves can be deadly. If you're not an experienced surfer, it can be extremely dangerous. If you want to copy Tobias's stunt, don't. He was lucky to escape with his life. He did get some amazing footage from Red Bull, though. Subscribe for more.